Moinsen, Jinyo desu. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna take a look at another Umamusume video recommended by, well, the Jinyo Force, our community. And this one is about Haru, the underdog of Umamusume.
Umamusume is a game about drive, determination, and the ability to not quit even after you've failed countless times. Training your favorite Uma is no easy feat, and the pursuit to rank higher and higher is a never-ending cycle of risk and reward.
Why?
I've dropped way too many hours into this game at this point, and still find myself determined each and every
How do you get a double S+? I got an S ranking once, but never on 2 stats. What do you have to do in order to get that?
time I run to hit a goal that I have set in mind. Even when I'm doing something monotonous like farming for good parent stats, I still try to make a run as smooth as I can. While racing other Umas that I had obtained, there was one that stood out to me in particular. And no, it's not Bakushin. She is a speed bot and literally easy as hell to train.
Bakushin was the first one I won the tournament with. Yeah, she's definitely the easiest one.
I'm talking about Haru Urara, the bright-eyed, pint-sized Uma with a heart of gold and a dream. In the anime, she's a friend of our main protagonist, Special Week, and a determined Uma despite her bubbly exterior. Actually, speaking of which, I've been playing Uma religiously, but normally games draw me in with their story-based content. Surely a game about racing horse girls can't have that much lore, right? That's initially what I thought, but oh boy, was I wrong about that.
From experience, I can say that even the trashiest game out there will sometimes have the most intricate lore.
Each and every Uma are based on real Japanese racehorses. Even the rights to the names of these horses paired with their respective characters had to be obtained from their rightful owners. Haru Urara is a racehorse that is still alive today, and his story is one clearly reflected in our game. Haru Urara, the actual racehorse, debuted on November 17, 1998 at the Kochi racetrack. Like all debuts, this one was also
It's so cute with its pink gear and Hello Kitty.
met with anticipation for the horse's performance. In this race, Urara would place 5th and dead last, a display of potential only to be brought down with an unrelenting loss. For most, this would be seen as a comeback story, one where Urara rises to the top, like they do in our game. But unfortunately, this would not be the case. Over the next 6 years, from 1998 to 2004, Haru Urara would suffer a total of 113 losses on the racetrack. A total record.
Okay, I'm not laughing because I'm trying to be mean or anything like that, but 0 wins, that is rough. But how many times did Haru gain like the 2nd spot or the 3rd spot or the 4th spot? It doesn't necessarily mean that she was the worst horse in every race, right? Or she always got last.
Of 0 and 113. So, you may be asking yourself, why is an Uma named after a horse with such a terrible track record even in this game? Well, the answer to that actually lies in the training and races that you conduct with Urara in-game. When training any Uma, you're tasked with completing certain objectives in order to progress further. Some are placing in races, or sometimes even taking 1st place. Others are more simple tasks, like accumulating fans from placement or wins in races. For Urara, her final race before the Ura finale is the Arima Kinen. However, unlike the other Umas, there's no requirement for placement whatsoever.
That's
in the
because
game,
you
will
lose.
more than likely place dead last in the race, ending 16th. Urara is a dirt racer who specializes as a front runner in both sprint and mile-long races, but this is a long-distance race on a turf track rather than a dirt one. Oh yeah, that's one more thing. For whatever ungodly reason, if you set her as a front runner, she just wins. I don't know why this is, but it's a little Easter egg in the game, I guess.
What? You can win the final race if you set her to be front runner? Future Jin, can you please tell us if it actually works? Thank you, past Jin. I'll take it from here. Hello, I'm Future Jin, and I'm about to enter the final race for Haru. Alright, just as mentioned in the video, I'll change the strategy from late surger to front runner. Let's just see if we win the race now. Arima Kinen. I like the animations. Animations are pretty nice. I'm so excited, my heart is racing. Let's go. Okay, focus in sunny days. Alright. Come on, Haru. 7th, 11th, 12th. That's not bad. She can still do it. right? 16th spot, that's not bad. I fucked up. I still believe in her. Come on, Haru, you can do it. There she is. Look at her. Look at her fighting. There she is in the bag. Okay, this is the last stretch. This is where Haru will excel. She's not even in this frame. Holy shit. Alright, she can still do it. Let's wait for her. I believe in her. As long as she finishes, that's good with me. Come on. Yes! 16th out of 16th. Okay, back to you past Jin. It did not work.
This crushing defeat for Urara is devastating to her in the game, but in the end, she's happy to even have participated. So I'm sure it comes as a shock when the next turn results in you entering the Ura Finale series. In-game, she's able to participate not because of placement, but because of her devout following and overall popularity. This is a direct reflection of real-life events once again. Although Urara never took home a victory on the track, this racehorse had one of the largest fan bases of their era. Remember the Kochi racetrack I mentioned earlier, the one where Urara initially debuted? Well, this underdog attracted a surge of visitors to the track unlike anything people had witnessed before. 3,000 people gathered outside the racetrack for Urara's final race in 2004. It was such an overwhelming amount that the people who ran the track had to open it early to allow people in. In addition, a total of 13,000 spectators also flocked to see Urara's final race in person. Fans not only love this racehorse.
I mean, it kind of makes a lot of sense. If you see someone try 113 times, right, and it's their final race, obviously you want to see them succeed somehow still, right? Like the hope was probably very high for Urara to have this perfect, happy ending of her final race being a victory, right? And also, a lot of people probably wanted to become millionaires by betting on Urara being first on her final race. Because the ratings must have been incredibly high. Yeah, everyone loves an underdog and everyone loves an underdog story. That will never change. Underdog is the one that we want to cheer for because they're close to us. They're one of us, right? And that's why it does not really surprise me at all.
But they believed in Urara's abilities firmly. A total sum of 121 million yen was used to bet in the favor of Urara winning.
Wow.
This wasn't anything new either. Fans of Urara would always gather and bet on him winning with a small chance that a miracle could happen. A tale of an underdog who never gave up fighting, despite all
so
odds
cute.
being stacked against them. The embodiment of this.
In German, we have a saying that goes, Dabei sein ist alles. If I would translate it directly, it means participating is everything. So you shouldn't be disappointed if you lose. And it's a mentality that your coach tries to punch into you going into tournaments. Participating is already a huge W. Now, if you win the entire thing, that's even better, right? That's the cherry on top. And Haru is basically like the personification of that, right? She personified Dabei sein ist alles.
Endless persistence and dedication to perseverance is personified in a bubbly, energetic Uma who loves racing and gives every competition her all. I was already invested in Urara just by this little Easter egg, but reading more into the history of what inspired her only made me more dedicated to win. I swear to you, there is a fucking way to win the Arima Kinen, and I will make a goddamn video on it when I'm able to beat it. This little bean deserves the absolute world, and I hope this video encourages all of you to race her too. If I find any more interesting topics like this in Umamusume, I'll definitely make a small video about it in the future. If you have any Umas that you'd like me to cover, be sure to let me know. I'd love to hear who your favorite Uma is, or which Uma has a rich history that I can dive into in the future.
Great video. My favorite Uma is Goldship. I would also love to know what your favorite Uma is, but Haru definitely has like a special place in my heart now that I know the struggle of 0 wins. That is why we call underdogs the champion of the people, right? Even if they don't turn out to be the champions of a tournament, they're definitely the champion of us, of the people who are cheering for them. And I think Haru, in this case, was definitely a champion. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for recommending the videos. If you're still not tired of more Umamusume video, please recommend more of them to me. Okay? Like, I have nothing against reacting to more Umamusume videos. Obviously, I try to switch it up sometimes and also watch other types of videos and react to other types of videos. But hey, if you want to see more Umamusume, I'm down. Don't forget to give this video and also the original one a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and we'll see each other in the next one. Goodbye, Jinyo Force.